Hey, welcome to this game review. We're going to be taking a look at Calico, Drifter, and Vindicta. We're going to watch to see how they played this game, look for just any general macro and micro decisions between these three characters with a focus on Calico. If you want your own game review, let me know down below or come join the Discord. If you find this helpful, make sure to subscribe and give a like. It helps out on YouTube. And if you come join the Discord, we also have a role where you can look for group. And if you want to play with others or with me, you can use that and come join the community. Hey, yeah. You should go back in the Veil. Like you miss your bombs. So especially as the harasser, especially with the glooms, you want to play in the Veil a lot because you want to just get more bombs on one person, right? And the best way to do that is point blank, like there. You should have thrown them while they're in there in your face because of the spread that the bombs have. The closer you are to them, or even like throwing them on the ground right in front of them, is kind of how you get more bombs on them. So when you're in their face, you want to really throw the bombs on them. And by playing in the Veil gives you the surprise opportunity that you wouldn't expect. Like, say you only got like one, maybe two of them. Yeah, get out of the Ivy's bomb. Edzo bomb. You should be looking for Kelvin. Kelvin's lower health. So whenever you clear the flag minion, instead of going to Ivy, you should have rotated over to the Kelvin. So what you can do there is, like, while you're laning, if there's small downtime, look for the lower health character to throw bombs on, and then once you now have your less slash, you can go target those characters. And from here, I would just get your attacks on them. So bomb, dash, and you should go by now instead of attacking up in the face. You have enough for tier 2s, or sorry, two tier 1s. So going to buy is what you should be doing here. Yeah. You should have did that before the wave though, because now you are going to possibly be missing out on souls that McGinnis is collecting. Like if she got up there and collected that orb, you would miss out on that. So that's kind of how you would want to do that. Then from here, instead of doing this, you want to either go get some boxes or possibly trying to steal one or two of the minions at the neutral camp, even though the neutral camp's more risky. You should use your bombs more. Like even here, you can throw them. They're a 12-second cooldown. Sorry, 11-second cooldown. So there's no harm in, like, you could have thrown it and they would have been off cooldown at this point. So even if you get one of them, you want to make sure you throw the bombs out. It's your poke tool that only poke tool you really have. So, oh, that's an unfortunate wall. So instead of going to shop on here on this one, you could have bought healing right and then ran boxes. You're close to getting Ava, so you could have used that as well for speed. So I think you could have been a little bit more, I guess, active on the map instead of going back to base. You want to get Mark on. Like, you want to try to get Mark on sooner. And then you want to rend. You want to really take advantage of Ren and your Mark more. Nice pop. Nice parry. Y'all killed Kelvin. Nice. Alright, they're cleaning up now. Yeah. Oh, you just used Gloom, I think. That one might have been bugged. I thought I heard it, but If it's on cooldown, you just now did it for sure, but you can, if you need to, you could sleep Ash out of it if they're not hard chasing. Yeah, you need to go by now. So she's good. Don't even worry about this. And these buffs are up, so looks like Rat's gonna go get it. Nope, maybe. But one of y'all needs to go get this. So the wave that spawns at 4:30, that's coming at 4:30. You really want to try to shove a wave into their face so that one of y'all can go get the buff. I wouldn't press on this one. Yeah. You're coming to them in. Oh, okay. Yeah, you're coming to, yeah. Yeah, and see, like how you're focusing Kelvin like this during this? This is how you want to kind of play and focus with Calico. Like, you want to look for the low health character and then just focus on that. Now what you should do here, since there's time for you at least, Famek, is go Ava. Yeah, so you ping this. I was gonna say, you need to go over here and get this. I don't think Jules, that's fine.
I can throw a bow on it if you want to be festive.
Jules needs to buy. Oh, do a spot shot. You're saving it for 2. That's fine. That's risky. You're gonna die from that? Yeah. Be aware if you teleport to someone, if they if they're just half health, but into 2, it's unless you're confident in your abilities, that's gonna be rough. Okay, she should just go. Jules should just go back.
You can't stop this. I got a cover.
Cool. Throw the bombs. That bomb not kill him? Nice. There you go. It did not pay off. It's okay. Yeah, you wanna be really, if you're gonna go teleport into it, like I've done it too. Sometimes it's funny. Oh, you have to kill him. I'm sorry, I missed that. It's funny sometimes, but it's kind of a fail. What are you? It's kind of crazy with the camera there. You're looking all over the place. Nice job with that. So whenever y'all clear this, you either get the buff, but what I was actually gonna suggest, get this tier 1 on their side first, because you're gonna steal this from the air, or at least now, if Jules, like whenever y'all killed the Guardian, you want to take their shit if it's safe to do, and then do rotations. I'm glad you got your kill here, but trying to steal their shit is also good too, or is powerful. It mashes you with like, yeah, it was really sporadic. You can go ahead and pop healing right. You don't remember? Yeah, that's all good. You can just pop healing right and stay on the map. Like, you don't need to go. If you're gonna go back to beta, you already used cooldown there, but. Jules is doing okay. So right now, what Jules should be doing, Jules should just be playing underneath the Guardian, because she doesn't have flight and her crow. Like, yeah. Like, he might kill him here. Yeah. The only reason Bebop is gonna die is because of you. So don't push up into them without like without your either flight or other abilities, or at least waiting till your teammate. This game Rat getting closer. So for you, like you said, take the sinners, good, but focus the minion first, because the minion's gonna do a lot of damage to you, and you can also do healing right. Like how much damage the minions have done. That's one of the reasons, like, if you just want to try to take the sinners and run, you could have done that, but you also have heartbeat as Drifter. You can know when they're gonna be around. And yeah, you can't leave, so I'm glad you turned back for this. But since you can hear, you can be a little bit more, you can linger in camps longer than other characters.
Just kidding, it's Christmas. I don't care.
Remember, you have sharpshooter, so you don't need to be like, I don't even know if that was actually triggering sharpshooter damage, because she was at the top of the stairs while you're at the bottom. Make sure to use Crow. Fly.
We all played our parts.
Just go back to base. He baited you. If you need to at this point, literally, I was gonna say do shadows, but you should have did shadows when you were like. That's unfortunate timing. You should have did shadows while he was in the stairs or something. You need to get out now. Bless you.
The spirit urn is waiting to be claimed.
Something you can do as a tech, what if you get hooked from Bebop like that, is if you heavy melee, you'll stop the momentum that he does whenever he uppercuts you away, and then you can dash out afterwards with slash. Unless it was a spectate bug on the cooldowns. You should go, like, in this situation, I think Rat, you should have came to green. And Famic, I think you should have came to blue. The reason being, because Drifter needs stacks, right?
You need a gun.
So whenever you got the gun buff, you should have kept coming. You also have nighttime. And I think it would have been better if you fixed the wave on the blue and then you kept going, because as Drifter, if there's an opportunity to get a kill or more, you really want to take advantage of it to get stacks. So I think you should have, it would have been better in that situation. If you'd use night, so in this one, if you'd use night sooner and kept your distance on, that's not good. You would have been able to kill him. And a super got you killed? Yeah, it got you killed. You okay? Oh, okay.
All right, buddy, give him hell.
I wouldn't even say swap to like the solo lane boost on that one, right? Like you could have just immediately kept going from the gun buff across. You didn't, or it gets your mark from a mile away. Excuse me. Words are hard right now, but like if you can hit your mark, if you feel confident or want to risk it, you can. That's unfortunate on the. Fortunate on the hook. But if you feel confident in your mark or your mark aiming, like if there's just a minion that's like right here that you're seeing from the buff, you can throw your mark, and if it lands, you can teleport immediately. Harder to do, of course, but you got, yeah. Hey, Jules. Yeah, that's unfortunate there. So there's still 3 people here right now. This Wraith needs to push this. I'm actually glad you went to blue. You need to make sure to spend your 5 AP. Does Abrams have toxic? Oh, my goodness, does. Throw your bombs and go shadow. Yeah, like I said, you really wanna try to use your bombs when you're closer to them. Yeah, if you'd tier 5, it would be better. I'm gonna go to them, but in the meantime, what you do over here, Famic, is you get centers, you get neutrals, but better if y'all can steal that, but. Make sure, like even on them, to wait for, if Rat's gonna attack, you should be commit with him.
They took out Drift. Hello, friend.
The charge up is what I'm gonna say. It's like, instead of just trying to speed scoping, if you're, that's a big bag. I didn't even see your souls. Don't fight with 1,000 souls if you can buy something. That's a huge bag. Y'all should have, before fighting that, especially since y'all are in a group, be like, let me go buy. You could just run to the secret shop, and then y'all could have pushed yellow or something. But fighting with over At this point, fighting anything over with 500 souls is really risky. Not good. Bag delivery, yeah, you just gave the enemy team just 1,000 souls, which is a lot, and 1,500. But for the sniping part, if you're safe and not being pressured, it's better just to save for the charge to fully, like Widowmaker in Overwatch. Like let your shot build up, like that one. I think you're probably like in the heat of the moment, but yeah, make sure you do that. You took 300 and then 100 from dots, so 450. I know I'm blocking the camera, but you took 450 from dots alone. And then especially with this bebop, y'all should get debuff remover.
Let's push Greenwich.
With the urn changes, I actually don't think that this is the best decision. I think that the urn change is better. If you had debuff remover, you could remove this along with the toxic bullets. So that's why I was mentioning it. The urn changes makes it really strong to stay ahead. Like y'all had yellow and green pushed up. Instead of fighting this walker, now this whole fight's happening up here. Originally, before the patch, I would say, you know, about 16 minutes, it's safe to fight a walker. 16 minutes, like I really think because of the urn changes right now, like, and with the resistances still with walkers, I think it's better to, if you have map pressure, take advantage of the urn instead of trying to take walkers. So we talked about at least for a macro decision with this one. You went to 3 people full health as a lonely little cat, and that wasn't smart. Whenever that's a trickling effect, whenever like it's a losing fight and you might try to come in and try to save the day, that wasn't really a good decision on that one. Whenever like we were at the secret shop and things were going down south, I would have like rotated down to where the tier 3s where Abram is right here now, like here, right? And then like come around the Cali or like play around this veil instead of going directly behind them. It would be a different story if you had like if you were 20k, sure, but you're under 15. I mean, they got souls of course into now, but you're under, and you can't really fight that. And so during this part right here that's happening, Rat got the blue, which is good. Wraith has been stealing their jungle, I think. Maybe, I don't know, maybe Rat was it, but like so when I was talking about the urn here, so a lot's kind of happened over the past like 3 minutes that can't quite like fully go over, I guess, without like a lot of replaying, and with the replay system just being as trash as it is, I can't quite like say and recommend everything, because there's a lot that just basically happened in the game over the past 3 minutes. When A-ramming things like this, if you were this Wraith, so because normally like with how the resistances changes in walkers and with the urn value, fighting like doing kind of this could kind of work before the patch that happened in November, but happen now, I don't think that's what you should do. Yeah, if you hear coughing, that's just focus on not coughing or in being okay.
Got it.
You got it. Yeah, don't do the thing that's they keep running it down. Yeah, so like I said, in this instance, this is a little bit of a different game than what I would normally suggest or recommend what would happening, because from like the 20 minutes, so you maybe even 19 minutes, with how the resistances on walker deteriorate over time, if y'all aren't super slot locked from everyone, instead of trying to really push to get a walker, which Rat did get a walker, if you have map pressure, I think it's for some characters, it's to keep some pressure up, but for other characters to go steal their jungle. Like, see how much all this potential is over here that can be taken between Kelvin and the urn. Like, stealing all of this would have a better long-term value in your game. And with games going longer now because of the resistance, like just the changes that they've done over the past month, I really think that instead of really trying to push a walker, getting the urn and then capitalizing on that is a better value. Now, in this situation, since things are different, if one of you was the Wraith over here living their life while everybody was fighting, I would actually recommend Wraith just stay over here and fight this walker, take this walker. If there's 5 people here and then there's 6 pushing blue, then you should know that this is safe. Like, it's just completely safe. And then you could take the church on the way out or whatever. Kelvin's going to push this up with a walker, so Wraith is going to have to decide to either join this or save this one, and then you have a redown of 14, you have a cooldown of 32. So, like in this situation, it's a little tricky to kind of like say what exactly would happen. But if you like, Wraith was already in the middle. Like, there's like, instead of coming back to trying to do this one, so that's why I was like, in this situation, if you were the Wraith, just stay and commit. Like, that's normally I don't say that. Like it and if there wasn't like a whole ARM down this lane, you were scared about yellow. I mean, yeah, they're all there. But what that means though instead is like, since the souls is like neutral too for the most part, the team wise, like if you decide to come back in this Wraith, instead of going to this one, somebody's gonna have to go to this one and to go to blue to fix this, because this is a wave. And like, this one's already half health, so you could think to yourself that, hey, this is riskier to save while blue is safer to save. And if you did, well, like let's just say this Wraith just spawned here. In this situation, you would go here, and then Rat would go to yellow if the fight was still happening, because you're 14. Like, this walker's already half hurt, right? So this is harder to save. And instead of both of these taking damage, while who knows what could happen here, like if you all die here, then they get at this one and this one, right? So in this situation as well, if you're already back here, it's kind of like you need to go back you need to prio blue, because blue has more health. It's in the middle of the map, so it offers more map pressure, map awareness. And if you don't go to this one, then there's a wave to wave and a half here, and then Kelvin can honestly just save too if he does. You bloodlust the Kevin. Drifter finds a vision to tunnel. Yeah, let's see whenever Rat's up and everything, and where Wraith goes besides shopping. So, and also if there's a whole huge team fight, don't spin. Oh, she doesn't even go to blue. That's unfortunate. That was a bad choice. She should go here. She should have went here. Her name is Cumster though.
That I have to do with the shopping choices.
I don't. Oh, it's just her name's Cumster. So what you could do here, I mean, I don't know why you like waited to shoot. You could have marked and then made it nighttime. You could have marked, jumped down, clear the wave, and then do it. Like, it works, but I mean, I don't know why you waited to attack to shoot. But it's funny. You don't need to come to blue now. Like, are you rotating over here to yellow? Sorry, to green. You should just stay blue, get the next wave, and then again neutral stuff. So now that y'all are winning, you have the pressure right now. There's 2 here again with the urn, just because of what they offer. One of y'all should get the urn. Rat should stay because Rat has the most souls, but should definitely, someone should be getting there and make it nighttime. The time to take down creeps is better. Yeah, exactly. I mean, like, well, it depends on, like, he was pretty low, but I'm like, you could have like done it slightly better or different. I mean, yeah. And now the urn resets, and now it's kind of like, since that reset on that one, like, all 4 of y'all didn't need to go up there for that. Rad, I can see you kind of coming here to heal, but you, Famic, you could have stayed on the map. So like it doesn't look at the, so since y'all are here, I'll do this the first time. What's happening on the map that's a problem? Normally I don't really super do this and do questionnaires and quizzes, but I thought about doing it. Any one of y'all can chime in if you want. Hey. 2 waves being pushed up. Yeah, okay. And then what else is happening? 0 wave pressure. Yep, and then blue, but McGinnis is there. My guess is the amount on their end. Okay, so Famic is closer to being correct. You are correct as well, Rat. There is pressure on blue, and McGinnis can go there. Problem, though, now is whenever you have 4 people on one side of the map, and so you're correct about no pressure on the right side of the map, in the middle to the right side of the map. It shouldn't really be a problem because it's McGinnis. McGinnis can save it, hopefully, fingers crossed. Problem is whenever you have 4 people on one side of the map and everybody and their brother moves away and doesn't go back to it, there's 2 waves here now going on to green, and the green is a sneeze away. Like they could totally backdoor this. The souls, I wasn't even really talking about the soul currency distribution. Honestly, they fucking could change by the time this video or somebody rewatching this video, they could change the soul. I don't really super get into the soul macro stuff, min-maxing soul discrepancy like that. But there's 2 waves going up here. If that haze is still here, because she was the one that pressured this, she could go up here and just kill this and kill it. But my point was it's way too open. And then McGinnis left again, and then so now Rat had to turn around to fix this wave. And when Rat was gonna leave, just go invisible on him. Just so you should definitely take a use of shadows more. Like instead of, we saw him low health, just burst potential. Just go in there, you burst him down, he's super low, you got your light melee, go shadows, and then go leave. You can healing right, and so this is the point as well, Famic. If you had Veil Walker, you could healing right and then play Veils. You wouldn't have to go back to the base to heal, and that was the reason why I mentioned it as well with like playing Veil Walker with Ido's build, was because he plays around using Veil to stay on the map with healing in combination with healing right. And the same thing you could do too. You could do that, and you could have brought the urn because you know McGinnis is here. You could have done that and stayed on the map and farm neutrals, or looked for another opportunity to flank around. You missed a couple. Try to clear the entire way before you just run by it, and then focus on stealing the enemy's jungle. Let's see what Rat's doing fighting everyone. I jinxed you dying. And I know you got hooked, but careful to not super overcommit if you're going into 4 people.
Magic is just in the air, you know?
Some people can do it. Calico's one of them. Drifter's not one of them unless you're like a 10k ahead because of his passive, if they're all together. Oh god, the spectator bug. So you see how you did this? This is perfect. That right there, that you just did that. You want to do that. What you did is, if you did that a second ago to that 7, things would have turned out differently for you. But how you did that, that's exactly how you want to do that. You dash in, bloom, you go to shadows if they're low enough, and then you retreat back to your team. So that's how you would want to look for that. You need to go buy now. You can clear this wave and then come back to neutral. And honestly, like again, we talked about like the urn, because the urn's now the prio moment to keep your soul lead. It's how you're going to stay ahead of now. I wouldn't actually get this one, and like I said, there's exceptions to it. Like with how much pressure y'all have on the map now, like this is I'm glad you're getting it, and I understand it. But the urn this time I think would be better, and I'm glad you got this one. But if you can get both of them now and get the urn, then that's even better. So clear this wave, and then you could get the urn, swing by secret shop, and then buy, like, y'all have over half the map pressure. There's at least 2 of you here. You're coming for it now, great. So getting the church and then the second wave is a little greedy, which is why I mentioned just going for the urn directly. Like, the longer you delay, the longer, or there's you're risking losing your map pressure, and people could do other things. Like, so that's why I'm like, if you have that advantage for the urn and your wave isn't gonna, like, there's 2 waves on yours and against your one, just run the urn. You could also buy and that's like, instead of like doing that, you need to buy now for sure.
The detective fights for us all.
You have enough for a tier 4. Don't even, like, you don't want to fight. You have 1,000 bag. They can go start mid boss without you. Doing boxes during mid boss isn't the best use. Instead of spending that 2 seconds, instead 2 to 3 seconds, you could have bought in instead. You could have had Arctic Blast, right? Or E-shift if you need the survival. But you really want to avoid having, you know, 6,400. Go back to cat form.
I see Ivy.
Go by. I want to go to the other people now. Hopefully Abrams gets this, or just one of them. Yeah. Still haven't gotten it, so maybe he's saving it for you. You're engaging with 8K. Hey, imagine, Famic, if you had Arctic there. You could have froze both of them. So that's how you want, how you're playing her now is how you do want to play her. You want to dash Gloom and then Return to Shadows. I want to go to the other people a little bit, but I really want to know when you spend your 10K. Are you going to spend it now? Yes. What do you buy? Arctic and cooldown. Cool. Nice job. Very soon. You have 2 centimeters soon. Unless you really want to roam with Rat, Jules, you don't need a, y'all both need to go. Unless you're, or you're trying to push the urn. You're spending 10, yeah. You have 5 points as well. You did spend your 5, which is good, and you spent, okay. So watch your points as well. All 3 of these can really help a lot. Hey ETG, how are you?
I see Ivy.
Stream, hey Wish.
Let's go for a walk, Ava.
How the fuck do I pronounce your full name? Can I call you Wish? Is that close enough to Wish? You want me to call me FT? Is that intentional? All 3 of y'all don't need to fix this wave. So, like, you could, so instead of what you could be doing here, Famic, is if you, since you're playing with Rat, and you could go into cat form, which is great, fantastic. So what you could do here instead is, so this is the other reason why I've been talking about Veilwalker. While you're Ava, go invisible. You could be roaming between here, looking for an opportunity. Like when all 3 of you literally came for this wave, if there's nobody present, like you can go invisible and look for somebody if they're on the zip line to possibly cut them off instead of going to fix the wave. And if they're at the wave, then the 3 of y'all can pincer. You at this part of the game, especially with like y'all have, I didn't even talk about this one. Y'all have mid boss credit. Y'all really need to take advantage of this. There's this urn here that will force something, or pushing the guardians up here, right? With what you want to be doing with Ava now is you want to go be looking for people that's unaware. You're looking for your picks, right? That's what I guess ultimately you're looking for your picks. The same sense that Paradox and Bebop and Holiday look for picks at this stage of the game. Like that's the big, like you're the team initiator part option. You have a buff. You could be really aggressive. And earlier, you know, you were trying to 1v2 or 3 them. You can do that now. You have mid boss buff. You have most of your items. You're soul lead except for the Ivy. So like if you cut out this Bebop, You can go cat form. You don't even like, you can look for all of this over here. Like if they're on the roof, you don't even need to be playing the map right now and just looking for the lowest characters, which are these three, and just kill them. You saw the 7? Yeah, but the thing is though, you can kill 7. That's the, like, normally I don't like, I'm not like going like, it's kind of risky. But again, you have buff. That enables one thing. So, and then if you catch them unaware, that's the other part, right? And you just go collapse on them, and you Arctic Blast, you Leash, you Gloom Bomb, and then you return to Shadows. If you needed to, or if you were getting cut off, you'd have debuff remover, and you would remove his stun, and then he wouldn't be able to kill you, and you would kill him. And you're trying to take the, yeah, I get, okay. So then that's, again, that's why, looking for, you look for the opportunities. So like McGinnis, you can ask for McGinnis, or Jules or Rat, like get the urn, right? You can get, like, Rat can go over here, run, get the urn. You can start running over to you, and then he can make it night and then redeposit it. Like when you have the buff, you really want to look for opportunities to either take objectives or take the fight to win the game. And there's no objectives outside of the urn. So doing the urn and then doing the base. I was wondering if you saw the community post in your community tab. Which post, ETG? I don't think I did then. No. The community tab in YouTube still a little foreign to me, and I've only recently started being more active of posting posts. So I'm like really, if something was posted on there, I probably missed it because YouTube doesn't always alert me sometimes. Was it a viewer post? Oh, you did a viewer post. Same voice actor? The fuck? Oh, Vindicta and Paige are my. I didn't know that. From Gildigger. Interesting. No, I had to, okay, I need to, I guess, like, I had to go like a very obscure place to check this out. ETG? I had no idea about this, so thank you for letting me know. I have to see if there's an easier way to check this whenever I check all my other notifications, because going to this tab, it's not a hassle, but it's not something I always remember. But Wish, I'm glad you're here. Yeah, you're more than well. Always, I'm glad that you are here in this like sense that like you've been finding my stuff is helpful and are able to share and express that, because it's my point of this. I want people to, you know, get help and shit out of my stuff. So if you haven't seen it before, Wish, at least on Twitch, on the bottom of my about page, whether or on mobile, if you go down to it, I did make like playlists for and also I guess for y'all on YouTube. I have but it's harder to get. I would assume rather y'all might be aware of it, but on my YouTube page itself, I have playlists for these things that I'm doing here, the game analysis and also the game guides I do. And I made a new one for the highlight shit that I did, the haha stuff. So if you want to just see all the list of every like game review that I've done or a game guide that I've done, I have a public playlist available for that for all of y'all. Y'all can literally just click it and see everything. I try to keep things organized. I'm an organized person, so especially with Deadlock, with there not being a whole lot of stuff here, that's helpful rather content wise. I like to keep my things organized in a way that you can see it. I'm going to say when your team has a rejuve, you should fight Urn, bait mid, or look for some. Well, I mean, if you bait mid, you have the rejuve already, Wish, so that doesn't happen. You can't really bait it if you already have it. But ultimately, so what you want to do, and Wish, if there's more of something specific that you want to see or have questions for a special character, and miss like special character that you have questions around, you let me know. Or if you want me to link your own game reviewed or whatever or whatnot, you just however I can help, I'll be happy to. What I was going to say is, so like whenever you have mud boss, you want to take a look at your souls and see what's going on and the map. So you want to basically look at your souls. You want to look at the enemy's souls. If there's a specific character that's a raid boss, you want to look to see if there's people dead, and then you on the map you want to look to see if there's any enemy that's showing on the map. And then you also want to look like if there's the objectives that you're talking about, earn, buffs, walker guardians, and base guardians at that point. And what you want to do is kind of evaluate what should we do. And if things have been relatively like constant back and forth and it's been a struggle, like a really struggle, what you want to do is you want to look for the easiest thing that's possible to do in the game. And mostly objective wise, sorry. And the easiest for the value that you get is the earn. And with how the earn chain gives so much more souls now, like the earn is really going to be your key until the next balance pass changes or whatever, or the new content that changes, you know, over the months or whatever. But right now, the earn is the key to snowballing more so than like the walkers were, you know, in October, because of how much souls that they offer now. So as soon as y'all got the mid boss, one of y'all should have ran over and picked up the earn. It's going to be on their side because there was already a 10% difference, but you have the buff. You want to be looking for that fight, and the earn is a way to force fights. If you lose it, then you're going to force a fight, and hopefully y'all will win the second fight. If they don't contest it, you get a free earn, and everybody gets like 2,000 to 3,000 souls, depending on how long the game's been going on. So in this situation, one of y'all should be getting the earn. And then if that's not the case and the earn's not there or whatever, then you would want to either try to take a walker, or you would want to try to take a guardian, the base guardians, you know, the ones all the way up here. So that's kind of how like you would want to prio. We have buff. What do we want to do? Look for walkers, look for earns, get the buffs if they're up, or try to get them before doing it. If there's really nothing you can do and it's kind of risky, like you're really not sure, let's say y'all were both 50k, the earn's not here on the map, and there's no walkers either. Let's just hypothetically, what you then want to try to do is you want to try to steal their jungle to farm up and wait a minute or two to like, so right now buffs the mid boss lasts for 4 minutes. So in this situation, let's say if it was 50-50, you would want to try to steal their jungle. Try not to, you don't want to die because you don't want to lose that buff. Like I said, this is again hypothetical, and if y'all are very neutral. But then what you would want to do is you want to try to take the neutrals, try to get a little farm. You want to stall basically till 30 minutes so that the earn will spawn, and then you want to run that earn, because then you'll still have some rejuve credits, and you can then force a fight with mid-boss buffs and try to get that lead that you need to actually try to finish the game. So it really kind of depends on how the current state of the game of what you want to do. Again, in this point in this game, y'all have a drastic soul lead. You're 20k up, 25k up, and your team outside of you, Famic, is all the way behind on your side. They're being very safe for a time they don't need to be safe. You want to take advantage of it. So McGinnis, Vindicta, or Jules or Rat wants to go take this earn. It's going to be where you have this push it up. So y'all go way up here, and then Wraith and Abrams can keep blue pressure and rotate up to here. So that's what you should have done in this situation. But you also should have done it like a minute ago. As soon as y'all like I said, as soon as y'all got mid boss buff, when it start descending, if it's not gonna be contested and you know it's safe, look at the earns, or look at the souls, look at the map, see what's going on, and if this earn's here, get the earn and then go force a fight. So we're gonna go back here now. Like, actually, you talked about being like here. Rat could actually teleport on her. You have Vampiric, yeah. That's totally fine. Perfect. You ran away from 2. You should go back. Yeah, you need to go back to this. Go cat form. You shouldn't be running around as, yeah. Be cat, and you could have used healing right. You want to look for 7 if possible, or Haze because she's lowest, but 7 would have been go. Say what Rat was a 7, but yeah, you want to look for the lowest health character, and Haze was the second best one. If you really wanted to be aggressive with that and confirm it, you have Arctic and Shadows. Camera fix itself. Thank you. Go back to Ava. Like I said, weave in Ava more. I think
I'm not backing down.
you can look for your poking opportunities.
Death brings consequences once more.
So since you still haven't used Ava, and I was talking about it before, what you could have done, so like kind of waiting where like super short, you can go Ava and then go underneath here, get on the zip line, go up top, and then look for that pick opportunity. Fortunately, your Wraith isn't here. She should totally don't do this though. This is not good use of your time. So don't be like her. You need to leave. That was kind of risky in general trying to drop the patron when people were leaving, but thankfully y'all were able to get it. You did not need a speed boost. I think you should have saved that. Unless you're only gonna fight immediately.
To make their lives hell.
Wait, Rat was trying to finish the game? Is that why? Going for gun buff. Cool, cool. So here you're 40k up now. Get the urn. And you could try to do force a fight here with all of y'all to win this. Or if you're not comfy in that, you want to try to steal their neutrals that you can up here while keeping map pressure up here and roaming together as a group. Now that Rat has Curse, you can really basically kind of kill someone with Mark. So, yeah, see, you're doing this? This is good. This is what you want. Oh, you missed Arctic.
Shadows are my sword and shield.
And then go, like, you go cat form. Like, you should really try to take form, take advantage of Ava, like turning into Ava. And so like there, you took a lot of damage point blank. You took 1,000 damage from Ivy. Like if you had went Ava and instead of going up there, then you go underneath and around and then go that way, you would not run into their face. And you should activate Fleetfoot. I don't really think I've really seen Fleetfoot been activated. Oh, I say that as you activate it. Never mind. Maybe I just haven't been paying attention or with cooldowns. That's on me. Y'all need a reset moment now. Like y'all are really kind of hurt. So are they. Just return to Shadows. Yeah. Take advantage of Shadow. Or you would have lived and killed her. Cat. Use cat more. Look for like moving with the cat as like rotating and being a cool cat and then ganking them, and then use shadows more. It's kind of the big thing micro-wise from her. The reason why, or the other risk with that though, is that mid boss did just respawn. So if they had stronger or wanted to contest it, there you have 4 people, y'all only have 3. They could actually go down here and contest mid boss or even win mid boss. As we watch Abrams tank this. Nice. I think I should ult there, but the game ends before I respawn. Yeah, it almost does. Well, I mean, if you had, but I mean, those little things add up is kind of why I'm mentioning that. You should use Knight. Like, it gives you wall hacks if anything, right? Yeah. But, so yeah, I mean, like, if you had... It would have ended like 2 minutes quicker. But mainly, those little things add up, right? It's the macro plays. That's the thing. So, like, if you had... You do get back, yeah, as you dove in. Like if you did that to the haze, you would have lived. Then y'all would have went to mid boss, and y'all would have finished probably like instead like a minute to minute and a half quicker. Which in retrospect, in this specific game, it didn't matter. But if it was closer, that would have mattered, right? Like there's with a 40-second cooldown, and then especially with if you get E shift, you can stall so long with your cooldowns and abilities by going to shadow and not going out of shadows. So you can really take advantage of weaving in and out of being a harasser by using it. So try to, and the best way is to experiment by pushing yourself, so to speak, in the sense of like trying to use your abilities more. And then if like we rewatch another game in a week from now and you're like, hey, you would have lived if you had Return to Shadows, then we know, or you know, that you've been using it too much, you know? So yeah, limit test. Exactly. Yeah, Rick got it. So you should definitely like it, and it's not even just an escape tool that you should try to think of. It really should think of the damage, right? Especially at the tier 5 of it. Like you're missing out so much damage possibility from not using it as frequently as you should. No, your best. Oh yeah, it was a solid. I don't know how many games you have on Calico, but I wouldn't say like it felt like you were like a super beginner with her. Like you were doing good stuff with her. I mean, like there's things that like if I was to go play her, I would have probably I would have fucked things up. So sorry I didn't watch as much Jules on yours with Vindicta, and I did go a little bit more on Rat as well, but. Hopefully that was helpful. If you want to do another one in the future, you know, in a couple days or a week or whatever, y'all let me know and I can like more spectate like Jules a little bit more than you. Killed it? Yeah, look at that. 21 assists. Are you familiar with Uncharted, the video game Uncharted? Yeah, I played the first 3. Sorry, the first 3 and 4. I didn't play the standalone game thing that they made with the 2 girls. That's like a promo to go with. Yeah, we may. Yeah. Just let me know. As always, I'm around. Yeah, if anybody else is lurking there that found this was helpful, make sure to follow on YouTube and Twitch or Twitch, and also join the Discord if you want to, and come say hi. As I mentioned at the beginning of this, there is a little roll button emoji thing that you can do, and it's a looking for group thing. So if you want people to play with, or even occasionally play with me, if you're on the newer side, we definitely can. That's what it's there for. Get to know people. I have a program I like to send sometime. Is there a raffle? No, you just ask it, and then we work around a schedule, and then we work from there. I've never reviewed a specific low prio game, Wish, so if there's cheaters in there, I have no idea what the fuck to say around that.